Hello, magical butterflies. This is Xtina from Butterfly Intuition Divine Guidance. I hope you are having a magical day, night, or afternoon. If you are new to my channel, please make sure to subscribe. If you are returning, welcome back. Please make sure you have the bell notification set so you can be notified when I post a new video. If you are interested in booking a guidance reading or a guidance session with me, they can be booked in my Etsy shop. The link to my Etsy shop and my list of services is listed below. If you are interested in purchasing one of the decks I created or the Twin Flame music deck I co-created with my soul sister, you can purchase them in my Etsy shop if you are located in the United States. If you are international, I do have a special ordering link for you below. How you can connect with me outside of YouTube, all my links are listed below. If you like my channel, you want to support my channel, my Butterfly Gratitude donation links are listed below. This reading is going to be a Twin Flame collective reading. I felt called to do a reading because I've been sensing since last night the energy in the Twin Flame collective has been a little bit heavy. Especially today, I've been feeling a lot of intense sadness, and I've just been feeling guided to do a video on ghosting. So I really just feel if you have been ghosted by your twin flame, whether it's been recently or in the past, your person does regret ghosting you. So this is going to be general. Please use your own discernment when watching this video. Please only take the message or messages that speak directly to your soul, and what doesn't speak to your soul, release it and let it fly. So let's get into why did your twin flame ghost you? So I'm going to be using the Twin Flame Journey Messages, Volume 1 by Mystic Moon. And we will get into what your person's overall energy, head, and heart space was at the time of the ghosting. I just have to do something else right now. Please try and understand. So one of the reasons your person may have ghosted you is because they felt they needed to go in a different direction. Now, this different direction could have been work, a family situation, even going into another relationship. So your twin flame weighed their options and they chose to go in a different direction. And their overall energy at the time was that they saw you as the Queen of Cups. They saw you as intuitive and sensitive and very loving and very open. So I'm really picking up on a masculine energy who ghosted a feminine, and I really just feel he just was intimidated by this energy. And that's why he chose to go in another direction, because he was not ready for this connection and he needed to move on and learn his karmic lesson in a different type of karmic relationship. You've been in my dreams. So I feel with this card is that your person would dream of you before the two of you met. And when they met you in reality, it freaked them out. And it caused them to see that they were actually dreaming about this Nine of Cups energy, this satisfaction, this wish fulfillment. And they couldn't believe that you were actually a dream come true. And that scared them and caused them to run and go in a different direction. I'm finally feeling the consequences of my actions. So with this message, I'm getting this is someone who ghosted a long time ago. I'm feeling over a year ago, possibly 2-3 years ago. This person who ghosted a long time ago has finally felt the consequences of their actions. Maybe they have had an epiphany. They are starting to see the light, or maybe it has happened to them. But the energy that they're in is justice, soul contract. So I'm feeling this could be significant if you have a Libra twin flame, Libra sun, moon, rising, because Libra is justice. So I feel that some type of karmic justice has been given to this person where they now see the soul contract that the two of you signed when coming into this lifetime, and now there is a deep regret over past actions. I feel damaged, like I just can't do this. So your person was broken. They didn't feel good enough, they didn't feel worthy, they didn't feel valued, and they put you on a pedestal. And they saw you as a very independent person, could be an independent feminine if you're a divine feminine who was ghosted by a divine masculine, and they now see that you have turned your back on them. Because maybe when they ghosted you, instead of chasing them, you too chose to walk away, which caused a breakdown in communication between the two of you. And what that did is to make your twin flame ponder the question, is it possible to forgive and forget? So after all this time, whether it's been weeks, months, years, is it possible to forgive and forget? Because at the time, they were not seeing things. It was illuminated to them. Their fears were illuminated to them. That this was a divine connection that was supposed to come together, but they chose to run away. And it was designed that way to help the divine masculine get into the emperor energy where he can awaken and he can get into his power. And it did the same thing for the divine feminine. So at this moment, there is a heavy burden being lifted from the collective because of this ghosting. The light bulb on that card shows me that the light is on, which means both divine masculine and both divine feminine have had an epiphany. They have understood why certain things happened in the connection that they needed to happen, and that there is no more need to go down memory lane, to refresh the past, to relive it, to rehash it, to be obsessed with it, to always think of what could have been. I'm actually hearing the song Could Have Been by Tiffany, so I will link that song below, because that has a special message for somebody watching this video. That is a channeled song from your divine masculine's higher self to you. So overall, this ghosting is helping the divine masculine or divine feminine or both really just close out a cycle. The ghosting was divinely guided to help both twins just see their worth, see their value, and to really get connected with closing this karmic cycle once and for all. Next, I'm going to get into what did your person, what did your twin flame need to learn with ghosting you, going in a more karmic direction. The deck I'll be using for this is the Twin Flame Shadows by Mystic Moon. Your twin flame learned that they were too self-indulgent. They were too ego-based. I'm hearing egotistical, maybe even narcissistic, afraid of commitment, going in low vibration connections, maybe just having sexual relations with people. And maybe at the time of the sex, it was a release, it was good, but then afterwards, they still felt empty inside. And that's because deep down inside, your twin flame was insecure. And because they were insecure, it caused them to not feel good enough, which is why they went in these directions. It also caused them to be superficial, to wear a mask, to hide their feelings. And that's one of the big reasons they ghost, is because they hide their feelings. It's easier to walk away, it's easier to run away than to face. And maybe in some ways your twin flame judged you. Maybe they judged you, they saw you were too open, too honest, too loving, and that scared them, and they just put blinders on to what they were feeling for you. And it caused them to behave in a ruthless manner that really did a number on you, and it really broke your heart. But now they have deep embarrassment for the way they acted, and they now see the error of their ways because that is confirmed by foolish. Your twin flame has not taken any action to make amends, to apologize, to make any type of movement towards you, but the butterfly on that card shows me there's some type of transformation happening in the twin flame collective. Doubt needs to be removed by both counterparts, and the void of missing each other needs to be filled within each other, meaning finding the void within yourself, filling up your own cup of love. And the masculine right now is very dependent. He is watching his feminine from afar. He is being very secretive in doing it, even though she may suspect it, because he knows he was very cold to her in the past, which caused a huge disconnect between the two of them. But he did it because he was unlovable. And he was fixated on materialistic things, things that didn't matter. And in turn, it became her that was fixated on him. Why he was so distant, why he was so cold, why he could scorn her the way that he did. And it has caused both counterparts to really be haunted by the past. So what needed to be learned by the divine masculine and the divine feminine, because I feel this is a mutual lesson, is they both needed to learn to not be dependent on each other, to not need each other to fulfill their destiny, to fulfill their cup of love. Because being twin flames, you are connected in a deep soul connection that is very rare, because not everyone is a twin flame. So you don't need your twin flame to fulfill you, because you have within you the tools to fulfill yourself. So the biggest lesson is that it's teaching both of you to be uncomfortable, to have him take responsibility for his actions, and to get out of the disillusioned of what the ego is telling you, or what is trying to come through. So with warning, I'm really feeling trust your intuition. That's what they're both learning, especially the masculine. And that's why nothing has moved forward, because he has the inability to move forward at this time because he's afraid. So let's get into where your twin flame is now that they are learning the lessons or have learned the lessons. Where is your twin flame now on the journey when it comes to you, your connection, wanting to reconnect, reach out, communicate? Let's just see where they're at now. I'm going to be using the Honest Truth Tarot by Cherub's Thunder. So your person currently is the Page of Swords. So we have air energy coming through, so Libra again, but could be Gemini and Aquarius. Your person wants to send you a message, and they want to speak their truth, but they're afraid. That is confirmed by the Eight of Swords. Your person heavily reminisces about you. They may have had a childhood wound keep them from coming towards you when the two of you first met. But now all they think about is reconciling with you. Either one or both of you have gone through a tower moment recently that is helping everything fall into place. And I really just feel a tower moment overall is happening with the collective, and it could happen again as we get closer to the next full moon. Divine Feminine, you are seen as the Queen of Wands by your Divine Masculine. He knows that he broke your heart, and he wants to come in and heal it. He wants to stop running away from you, and he wants to run towards you. So right now, he is just closing a cycle. He is having a painful ending, but he sees you as his wish fulfillment. And he is going to triumph over his current challenges and bring you this love offer, this Four of Wands. He will be able to take control of his emotions and speak his truth. And he wants nothing more than to bring balance to his queen. So see, Queen of Swords, King of Swords, bringing balance to the connection. He wants to be able to move towards you, to take leadership and ownership of his actions and apologize. And we have the Sun. This shows me brighter days are ahead, that wishes are going to be made, and it is possible for wish fulfillment to come to both counterparts. So I'm going to close out this reading to bring you some guidance on just how to handle being ghosted, what Spirit wants you to know, what guidance advice they have for you, any action steps you might be guided to take, and helping you understand that ghosting is not anything you did. That is all on your person. It is unfortunately an immature act. It is when someone is afraid, and it's just easier to run away than it is to face their problems. So I'm going to use 2 decks for you today. I'm going to use the Power of Surrender cards by Judith Orloff and the Angel Answers by Radley Valentine. So your first message is surrender to non-action. Now is the time to be still and not act. Simply breathe and focus on your own power. Let others come to you. So surrender to the non-action with nothing happening in your connection, because how things go is entirely up to you, because your thoughts create your reality, and what you put your focus and attention on when it comes to your twin flame connection can manifest. So what Spirit wants you to do is surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe, and answers and support will arrive. So surrender to prayer. Ask Spirit, God, the angels, whoever you resonate with, whoever you pray to bring you the answers that you seek. And they will bring you the necessary steps to take action. And you will be able to compromise. And that will help you surrender stress. So take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center, and you will be able to surrender to passion. Get out of your head and feel the fire in your belly. Focus on the people or activities that ignite your passion and let it flow. So really get into the heart chakra. Really follow your passion, what makes you feel good, and say no to anything that does not make you feel good. Trust that abundance can be yours, and don't stop believing, and don't stop moving forward. Right now, in your twin flame connection, there is a recovery for both of you. Yes, there is potential for you and your twin flame to come back together, but you both have to surrender resentments. Holding on to resentments only poisons you. Try to forgive others for their shortcomings and keep moving forward toward positive situations in your life. So surrender resentment. If you have resentment, if you've never been able to forgive your twin flame, maybe you've been holding out for them to come in and apologize. There's never a guarantee that someone is going to come in and apologize, and forgiving is not about them. It is not about excusing the behavior or saying it's no big deal. Forgiving is for you. It helps you let go. It helps you release. It helps you commit to your healing. And it will also help you surrender your attachment to results. The formula for success is to do all you can to make things happen, then let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can sabotage it. Excuse me, and speaking your truth. So if you're attached to results, as far as the two of you coming back together, that is something that needs to be released, because a peaceful resolution can happen with you and your twin flame. That is confirmed by yes, but you have to ask your angels for the guidance to show you the way, because it is unlikely to happen in which you envision. So that is why they always say to surrender attachment to results, having expectations, or being attached to a timeline, because you just have to let go. You have to surrender, you have to trust, and you have to wait. And by waiting, you will also see that there are relationships in your life that you need to surrender. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and be surrounded by positive people. So I'm feeling there's friends and family and coworkers that need to be released. Excuse me, and maybe you know this, but you're afraid to speak your mind. Never be afraid to speak your mind. And just know that a year from now, things are going to be completely different for you. But the key to everything is to be assertive, to say no to anything or anyone that no longer serves you, and you will start to see a shift within the next few months. And your final message is to surrender to divine timing. Sometimes divine timing may differ from your ego's timing. If a goal isn't manifesting fast enough according to your ego, be patient and trust the universal flow. So within the next few months, things will shift, things will get better, things will feel easier. This heavy energy, if you're experiencing it, will pass, but it takes time, it takes patience, and it takes trusting. I do hope this reading has brought you clarity and guidance on why someone ghosted. If this resonated, let me know in the comment section below. Please make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell notification if you are subscribed. Thank you so much for being a subscriber. Your support means so much. Love and light.